Welcome back to the second part of episode 2 of the Isles DND. Our characters, our travelers, went on the night to try to find a drug dealer. Found some young men who were definitely on something, and they made their way, got some information, and made their way back for the night after a night out. And it is now morning. So at dawn, the same barmaid who led you upstairs actually comes, knocks quietly, and waits.
I open the door.
So you open the door, and she's carrying
a room.
Yeah, in one room, but it's a very nice. It's like plenty of space for each of you. She comes in holding a tray of food and water and everything, and comes and sits down on the table in the middle of the room.
When she
nods
enters, I'm still getting dressed, and Plin is shirtless and super muscular because he's super strong, and she is totally intimidated by my muscles.
Roll intimidation.
That's strength, right?
No. It's all charisma.
Intimidation is charisma.
That's weird. Oh no.
Yeah, so she looks at you.
No.
She started to be like, ooh, giving you this kind of like these googly eyes, and then you start to like flex, and she kind of looks like isn't quite impressed. And she sets down the tray with a loud thud, and you can tell that it was very heavy, and you actually kind of see some bulging muscles from her. She kind of gives you a weird look and leaves the room. So unless you guys want to discuss anything in the room, you eat, and you head downstairs, and you're waiting in the common room when Andrew the guard from yesterday walks in. He says, "Hello again, all. Plin, Kiovac, Lariak,
Plin the Great,
Roswell. I hope your stay was comfortable, but it's time to get down to business." And he pulls up a chair, sits down.
We have to defeat the Huns.
What?
So we have to defeat the Huns. Let's get down to business.
Let's get down. Okay. And so, now that's gonna be
careful.
So
Disney might sue us.
Yeah, watch out. So he pulls up a seat, and out of his pocket pulls out a parchment that actually ends up looking like it's a crude map. You see the city, the southwestern gate near the old district where you were, and you see like some roads where the forest begins after the pasture land, and you see the ocean on the north side of this map. And he explains that it's a day and a half's walk away. It's not extremely dangerous of an area until the cliffs at the Sharktooth Cove, where this is actually located, where they think this next chamber is. He mentions that there's caves all over the Sharktooth Cove. They haven't been able to spare the manpower to go check it out, but there have been a few goblin sightings and some mysterious figures in the area, and so they are pretty sure there might actually be another one of these torture chambers and the like in that area. He said,
I would like to ask
yes?
Lariak if he wants to go investigate Ethan from the docks while we go on this mission.
You ask this while Andrew's sitting there, and he kind of looks at you and just... He looks at you and goes, "No, you need to... Look, you signed on to this. We need this right now."
No, I meant just Lariak.
You're, like, whispering at the table?
No, I mean, like, just Lariak to go investigate Ethan.
Send him away.
Lyric kind of, like, looks at you very...
Bye-bye.
Lyric looks at you very anxiously and just kind of... just shakes his head. No.
Okay.
I'm not used to the city. I think much as I would love to be near the water on these docks, I don't think I'd be comfortable around trying to find someone like. That's not really my thing. I'm a druid. I'm city. And he just keeps stumbling over his words a little bit.
Okay. Let's go to Sharktooth Cove. Lead the
All
way.
right, so Andrew leads you to the southwestern gate. He hands Kievac the map. Everyone seems to, when they're feature group, they're kind of drawn to Kievac to be the responsible one, given his the sense of nobility with the way he carries himself. Even though after a long walk, he is a little winded.
He's also like our mom.
So he is kind of your mom, doing everything right.
I hold Kiovac's hand as we walk.
I think he holded his hand.
I hold my
so
own
yeah,
hand.
you get to the gate. Andrew talks to the guards at the gate for just a brief moment, basically outlining that you guys would be back and that they would escort you back to the headquarters when you get back. Andrew just turns to you and says, I expect to see you all 3-4 days' time.
We'll do it in 2.
Good.
1.
It's a 1.5 day walk.
he kind of looks at you like, and he just kind of turns his head and starts walking away. And under his breath, you can actually just hear him say, "Why them?" And just walks off.
Yeah.
So the
the
map's pretty. Yeah. So this road follows the coast, and the areas near here. It's still a lot of cliff faces along the way. You make your way for a day's travel. Going through these pastures, you see people out in the fields. Clint, you actually see in one of the first fields the 2 men from the night before working.
I want to give them a wave as I pass.
They turn over their heads and just give this big, huge, like 2-hand wave, super excited. Like hit each other like, oh, remember last night? and their father actually just, you hear just a voice yell, "Get back to work!" And so they kind of wave again and get back to work.
Does the father seem suspicious at all?
No, he's just wants his.
He's a drug dealer. He's a kingpin. Kill him. I want to kill the dad. No.
Roll insight.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Do it, Roswell. Roll insight.
I believe.
+2 to insight, right? I should. Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Come on, give me that information now.
And what a hard-working father of 2
He's a real family man.
sons. You can tell even from your distance that he's a little disappointed how stupid his sons are.
He toiled those fields with the sweat of his brow.
Exactly, and he's a muscular man.
Is he?
And you got all this
like
from your inside
Flynn
on
muscular?
his chip. No, he's just the working in the field kind of muscular. You know, very tan.
Average muscular, not Flynn muscular.
Not glamour muscles like
All right.
Flynn.
Got it.
So you continue your trek, and you wind your way through these pastures, which gives way to forests, which are outlined on the map. You're able to very easily trek your way. It's one main road. What?
We're not seeing anything on the screen.
What screen?
Oh, I thought you said it's detailed. Oh, like in the character map.
On the map map that Andrew did.
Misunderstood. Got it.
No, and so you wind your way through these forests. It gets deeper and deeper along this coast. The road following the coast actually turns back inland, and you see that there's a smaller trail, really, not a paved road, nothing nice. Through the woods, very small, not used as much, heading off towards Sharktooth Cove, and you're still following this through the forest, and the sun begins to set, and you'll have to make camp for the night. Or walk through the night and be extremely tired when you get there.
I mean, I feel fine. The night is when I strive the best. It's when I see the sky. It's when I see them.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, Kidak's actually like you're walking there. It's just like staying quiet behind you. Kidak's just huffing and puffing, drenched in sweat.
Do we have like tents and stuff? I know we have bedrolls, but were we provided anything by the guard?
Yeah, so they give you just basic necessities like some rations and bedrolls.
Okay, cool.
We have good fare. We don't need rations.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lariat.
So you all,
Yeah, I want
you all
to.
said, yeah,
I want to
Yeah,
do
go ahead.
some tinkering because I'm a gnome, and we do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
so
wanna-
this is the time for that. So you settle down for a long rest. You eat your rations. Have a fire going. What would you like to tinker?
So officially, I'm only supposed to be able to tinker 3 things. It's like a fire starter, like a remote control animal, or like a little wind up animal, or something else. It's kind of lame. But I want to do a mini Plin who can lift like small sticks, like they're like deadlifting.
Is there like
A wind up Plin.
roll? I don't know how to do a tinker's check.
I'll show you, or I'll look.
Is
it up.
it? Yeah, I don't remember what the roll is.
I don't think it's a roll. I think it's just you do it.
Oh, it's gonna be a roll for this, since you don't actually know what you
Because
do.
it's so badass.
Yeah.
So I can create a clockwork toy, a fire starter, or a music box.
Oh, so it's a clockwork toy, and you put some embellishments on it. So yeah, you can.
Cool.
You're sitting into the night.
Oh yeah, it
tinkering
says I
with
can make a
this.
clockwork soldier. Cool.
Yeah.
Just without any supplies or anything?
Well, it's 10 gold pieces worth of supplies, which I'm fine with that because I can.
Yeah,
like,
mark off 10.
Yeah, I
Mark
can,
off
like,
10 gold pieces. We'll assume you bought stuff on your way out.
Yeah, and I can like remake it and stuff with the same pieces. I think.
Yeah. So mark off
So-
10 gold.
Yep.
If
It's
I
getting.
cast Find Familiar, does it just stay forever?
Yeah, until you dispel it or until it dies.
So I can just cast it now and not waste a spell slot any other time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that now. Watch me sleep. And
Yeah,
protect
so
me.
do you guys want to watch or anything else to do?
What familiar are you making? What familiar?
I'm gonna make a raven.
That's so cool.
What are you going to have your familiar do? Just watch over you?
Yeah.
Put it up in the sky, being careful. Tell it to alert us if there's ever any like trouble.
Like
Are there any
some
trees
flying
nearby?
Saucers.
Yeah,
or-
so this road has gotten smaller and smaller into these trees, and so you're just a little bit away off the road in this little alcove. And so there's trees all around.
So I'll just have it up in a tree so that we can see the most as possible.
Okay.
And I'll just keep
So that
it.
are the rest of you, is everyone going to sleep then?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Well, if we need to watch? I feel like we should anyway. Because I don't think the
I trust the bird.
perception of the bird is going to be very high.
Birds aren't like people. They don't let you down.
I'm gonna stay up for like a little bit of this rest in order to keep watch.
Okay. Alright, so you're sitting there tinkering, everyone else is falling asleep. The raven's up in the trees. Hold on a second. Pulling up Raven stats for a second. Okay, so Taylor, you're still up tinkering. Roll a perception check. Yeah, so Flynn, you're sitting there tinkering, and you start to hear rustling directly behind you. You hear this cranking noise, and the raven starts calling very loudly. Flynn, make a dexterity saving throw. Or actually, no, hold on. Don't do that. Yo, so you're sitting there, you start to turn around, and having noticed this, a crossbow bolt actually flies and nails the ground right where you would have been if you hadn't turned your shoulder.
I'll
And
chuck one of my
start to-
clubs
you
in
turn-
there. In the bushes.
you turn and... Okay, roll an attack.
Oh crap!
You actually in the dark night. It's hard to see with the moon coming down through the trees, and you throw your club at where you believe this crossbowman was, and no sound of a hit. Like no
bonus action. I'm gonna yell to wake them up, and then I'm gonna charge at the bush.
Yeah. So the raven's starting to caw, and you guys are starting to wake up, and I need everyone to roll initiative. And now,
Right.
boom! Now you guys can see your situation on roll 20.
And there we go. The stream can see it too.
Cool. All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
initiative.
This is so neat. Are the things trees?
Oh, geez. Yeah, the circles are very okay trees.
I love them. It's perfect.
The two red circles are two bandits that you can't quite see yet, but they will be there. And there's a figure with a crossbow that Flynn could see. So what did you guys roll?
Oh, I need to roll for the Raven too.
Yeah, roll for the raven.
Love the Raven. Nevermore.
Alright. It's usually easier to just have it share your initiative.
Yeah, but it says it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't? We'll just say it does. Because
Alright.
that's where it goes anyway. You guys nailed that initiative.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's here's the roll.
I got a
That is Roswell, and that is Lynn. Alrighty. Okay, so first up is actually the bandits. So the bandit with the crossbow is actually going to take his action to reload, as it is a cranked up crossbow. These two other bandits, this one here is going to dart up next to Plyn to make an attack, and this other one is going to get up next to Kievak, who is still getting up off the ground to make an attack. So the first one on Plyn, a 15.
No.
Misses. Alright, so he comes up with his mace and comes down with an overhead strike, and you dodge out of the way. Kievak does a 13 hit.
Yes.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he comes through and strikes your side with his mace.
Oof.
And Kievak, you are up.
Yeah, I'm up. So I'm gonna use Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Soon I'll get used to doing all this. And that, where is it? There it is. Action, so 15-foot cube does 2d8 fire damage and push him 10 feet away from me. And I'll move. Right, so he's right there. Alright,
Yes,
so yeah. What did I say, 10 feet cube? 15-foot cubes. So I'll move one block closer to him, then use it, and then move the rest of it farther away from him. So that way you don't hit whatever any of those people.
So you can move yourself, so...
Yeah. So use it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he gets pushed 10 directly back towards Plyn.
This is Thunderwave?
Yeah, Thunder Wave. And he takes 2d8.
2d8. Alright, go ahead and roll that.
Doesn't he have to make a save?
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure there's a save with it.
Oh, there's one.
I'm sure it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Da, 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 da. Let me
And
just
then if he
check.
passes, yeah, check.
Yeah, if he fails, he'll get knocked back. Otherwise,
And it's 12 save DC.
yeah, Constitution saving throw. Right. So it's a 12. You said? Yeah, so he does not make that. So he's going to be knocked back 10 feet. Not quite hitting that tree, but he's just come down, hits you, and you turn and you dash to the side a little bit quick for a man of your size, blast him back, and then you dart around away from the tree. And he took 13 damage.
Yep. And then I'll have the Raven just go on Plinton's shoulder and do the help action. So
Okay.
you get advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah, you'll have advantage on his next attack. All right, so that is your turn. And also, right as you cast the spell, there's a huge thunderous boom emanating right from your hands, right where you cast it. Birds from the trees scatter. After the boom, the wildlife that might have been around before is silent.
Story time.
So now,
One sec, because this is awesome. At one point, I was playing a different campaign, and I used Thunderwave, because I didn't realize that it made a sound that goes like 300 feet in every direction or something. And so I used it and like slaughtered everything. Like just everything that we were fighting died immediately. But the DM like rolled a die and he was like, "Oh, okay, something's coming." And like he didn't tell us what. It turned out to be a dragon, and we were all like level 3. And then Andrew, my roommate, grappled it. Like that story that you can read on like 4chan and Reddit and stuff. He did that because that was the inspiration for his character.
Gay worm.
oh my gosh. All right, so after that regaling story, it is Roswell's turn.
Okay. Do I see the person kind of like right up on Flynn's back?
Oh yeah, you're 10 feet away, so yeah, you definitely see. From your vantage point, you can see the one right to Flynn's right and the one that just got hit by the thunder wave.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'm going to attack the one standing like right behind, or the one diagonal to Flynn.
With what?
I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
All right, roll the hit.
Range spell attack.
Yeah, you
I
definitely.
don't think that hits.
Yeah, that definitely. So this guy just come down, missing the gnome, who just goes out of the way, starts to stand up, and is just nailed by this Eldritch Blast. Roll damage.
Not bad.
Damage. All right. So this happened to you. Are you going to move or use a bonus action?
Let's see. I'm going to move this way so I can get an edge on this sniper guy. Get a good angle on him.
That Hanzo over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Hans, though. All right, so now it is Flynn's turn.
I want to so I've got one club left because I threw my other one at the sniper.
Yep.
I want to stand up and yell at the guy who's closest to me. Have you not heard of Flynn the Great? And try to intimidate him into submission.
All right, roll intimidation.
Do I have? I don't. But I
It's charisma.
Okay, so I'm assuming that didn't work. So
Yeah, so you yell. You're sitting in front of this guy, and you yell, and he's just like, "What the fuck?" Like just in the midst of battle. So he just doesn't even really hear you.
with my free
Because it's
hand,
coming right after. This is coming right after a big thunderous boom. So you can you can't even hear your own voice. Like your ears are ringing.
with my free hand, I'm gonna use that attack first to get the help from the Raven.
So with your free hand, you're just gonna try to punch him.
With my offhand, I'm gonna punch him, which has disadvantage because I'm not proficient. But then it gets advantage for the Raven, so
I'll
they
get it.
cancel.
Yeah. So the Raven, being ready to help you, sees you start to swing and actually flies at his face and is going to try to peck him while you're swinging. So roll to hit.
Okay, so that didn't do anything. And then
Yeah.
with the same force,
I would say the Raven.
Oh.
The Raven actually, during its help going at its face, was actually got a nice little peck of the guy's eye, who took 1 piercing damage.
And then with the
cutest
other
stat.
hand, I'll swing forward with the club.
All right, swing to attack.
And that one is my main hand, so I'm gonna get the Full 4. God.
You're disoriented by this boom. You're busy working on your toy, and you're just in your.
No, I'm
just
determined. I'm gonna use action surge,
Just.
and I'm gonna grapple this guy.
Alright, so you get. Alright, roll athletics.
Damn it! God!
You actually, after just 2 wild misses, you dart under his legs, jump up, and grapple him down.
Yes!
Alright.
That's my turn.
Alright, so now it is Lariak's turn. He's going to move towards Kivek in his tree, and he is going to attack with an ice knife at our friend below Plin on the map.
Ooh.
And that hits. So, for his hit, he does... So Lariak, from behind the fire, just starts to get an vision and throws an ice knife, which does 10 damage. Does 10 damage, and then 2d6 to, I think, that guy as well, and things behind him. Let me double check. I don't know every spell yet perfectly.
Since you said I went under his legs and pulled him from behind him, moved my character to behind him.
Alright. The target and each creature make a dexterity saving throw. So his spell DC would be... Okay. Yeah, so the guy gets hit by the knife, and as it hits him, it explodes, but as he moves, the explosion hits behind him, and so he only takes the force of the impact. Which leaves a very deep crimson red coming down his chest, lit up by the fire. And with the rest of his turn, let's move to this side of this tree, and we are back at the top. So now our bandits get to go. First, the one grappled by Plin is going to try to break the grapple. And he does. He's able to wrest you off his shoulder, turn around and face you, but that's his whole turn. This one, now seeing you guys dart away towards the tree, is actually going to come up to help the one fighting Plin, and he's going to make a multi-attack against you. So 2 swings at you with advantage. Because of they have like a group flanking thing.
Oh, okay.
First one swings and misses. He can't quite discern between you and his friend, and he can't quite make contact. And the second one also just comes back around with the same hit and just completely lifts right over your head.
I'm gonna laugh at him.
The last one, the man with the crossbow, now reloaded, turns, sees Roswell coming on the street, and unloads for a 11. Roswell, 11. Nope. Totally misses. So Roswell darts on this tree, and actually comes, glances off his shoulder, but does no damage. And the crossbowman's going to move around behind this tree and begin reloading. All right, so now it is Q-back again.
All right. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, and then use Ray of Frost on this guy. So I believe that is a ranged spell attack. Christ.
Why? Oh, it's not updating for me to see where you moved your guy.
I just moved him to like diagonal from the tree, left diagonal.
Oh, there we go. Now it moved. So you're gonna do what was you said, Ray of Frost?
Yeah, I get +4 roll. All right, that was terrible. That's it.
Yeah, so you totally just your spray of frost actually goes off to the side and follows your hand as you finish the verbal part of the spell, and it actually douses the fire a little bit, and things get a little dimmer. Do you want to take a bonus action?
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna move farther back 1 step And then
Yep.
the Raven's gonna help Flynn again.
Yeah, so it continues its action. All right, and now it is Roswell.
Okay. Flynn, was one of the people you were fighting laughing at you?
No, I was gonna laugh at them.
Gotcha. Just making sure. If anyone ever laughs at you, you come to me, okay?
You're just yelling this over after this big boom. Like, you're just yelling so loud that your ears are ringing.
Gotcha. Okay, and then I'm going to take a movement, which is going to be towards here. And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on this sniper man because he's being a little pain in the butt.
Roll to hit.
Hey,
17.
Roswell's carrying us.
Definitely hits. Roll damage. An astounding,
Literally the lowest I could have rolled.
the nice 1 on the die. The crossbowman takes 5 damage. And these guys are not quite ready to give up. Flynn, it is your turn.
I want to first, same as before, punch the guy who is which one of them is more damage?
They're both about equal.
Okay, yeah, punch the guy who's directly in front of me. And if I'm getting help,
Right.
then
You're still getting help.
13.
That does hit.
Okay, cool. So that's 1d4 because it's unarmed, right?
I believe so.
Or is it 1d4 minus 1?
I think last time I did 1d4 divide by 2, but then add your strength.
Oh, okay. So that would be 2 if you round up, 1 if you round down, and my strength is plus 2.
2. So 4 damage on your first hit.
And then
So this guy.
second hit.
Now you're swinging with your club.
Yep.
Your second hit's a 19. I'm using it.
Oh, I already got it.
Still using a 19. So
Still using it.
mark that off for your divination. The 19 does hit. You come, you swing, crack him across the jaw, roll damage.
And like as I'm doing this, I want to yell, "I will teach you to fear Plyn the Great."
My Raven mocks him, saying, "I will teach you to fear Plyn the Great,"
Yes.
because it can do that.
And now, right before you crack him across the jaw, the Raven had still been attacking his face, trying to distract him, and he takes another 1 damage from that. Both eyes are kind of bleeding where this Raven's been pecking out. This guy is looking very rough. Bonus action or anything?
Well, besides yelling and attempting, I guess, to intimidate them again. Not really. Just yelling them. Yelling at them.
Yeah, you just kind of yell, and it's still just hard to hear everything. And these guys are just determined. Like, you're starting to get the impression that these aren't your average, like, these guys just trying to rob you. Like, they're in this for a reason.
Ooh.
Or for something more than what you might be carrying, because you guys don't have anything special on you, it seems like. So now it is Lariak.
Are they FBI
And-
agents? Roswell?
Yes. They're just going to dash back up above to the north of the campfire, and he's going to let me double check his spells. If I didn't work today, so I did more of this. Yeah, so he's going to frostbite. Not the one you just damaged, but the other one. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw, and succeeds. And that is all of Lariak's turn. Because that still does nothing on a successful save. And so we are back to our lovely bandit friends. The crossbowman, just finishing reloading, is going to pull up and take another shot at Roswell.
Not worried.
And totally, he's bringing it back up from reloading, and it just shoots way off into the night. And you actually hear a as a bird definitely got hit,
Oh.
dropped to the ground. Breakfast. Is going to start reloading again. The two bandits on Plyn are both going to make attacks. One is definitely going to hit, a 20.
Nah.
Definitely hits.
Nah.
Actually, no. That is a 23 to hit.
Nah. I got 24 AC.
So this one that's badly risen just puts all his force behind this blow and tries to swing at you, and you take 7 damage. As he cuts you across the chest, the other one, standing there, goes in for his attack, and rolls a 21 to hit. And we'll add in another 5 damage as he comes right back across your chest, across the other direction where the other guy hit. So now it is to top of the round, or second of the round, Keelback.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna Ray of Frost. Which one's looks weaker? Which one has the eyes like
to the north one.
Alright, so I'm gonna do it to that one. I'm gonna try this again.
Roll to hit. You're still a little exhausted from your long walk, and you just can't quite concentrate enough. The loud booming in your ears from your own thunder wave is distracting you quite a bit. And you dart back around the tree then?
Yep.
Alrighty. Roswell, your turn.
Okay, how injured does this sniper look?
Like, still just working at it. Nothing too bad.
Well, I don't want to deal with him. I guess I'll deal with him later. So I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him. Just going to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Against what DC?
I believe 14. Yes, 14.
Alright. He fails, so he is now...
He is prone and cannot stop uncontrollably laughing at everything that is suddenly hilarious around him.
How long does it last?
Concentration up to a minute.
End of each of its turns, it can... Each time it takes damage, it makes another wisdom saving throw. Alright. So yeah, it will be prone until its next turn if it can break it. And I'm going to...
I'm going to keep concentration on this.
Yeah. So... Incapacitated. Nice little pink circle. Alright, so Roswell
I'm going to try to move back towards the gang.
Yeah, so go ahead and move. You're trying to get back in sight. Get back to help out Roswell. Flynn, you're up.
Is the Raven helping me again?
Yep, still there.
That's for the unarmed strike.
That hits. Roll damage.
So 2 plus 2, 4.
4. You just come across, crack him in the face. His eyes roll back, and he drops back on his back, dead.
And then for the other hit. Oh, I should probably
15.
show what's going on.
15 hits. Roll damage.
I want to hold this strike. So if it would kill him, I want it to knock him unconscious instead.
Alright. It does not.
Okay.
But I'll keep that in mind. So you this one, you just finished punching his friend. You turn him with all your might, come across and nail this guy right in the thigh bone. You hear a slight crack as he takes 5 damage.
Oh, and then as my bonus action, I'll use Second Wind to regain 1d10 plus 2 of hit points.
You cut out. I didn't hear you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Second Wind to gain 1d10 plus, plus 2 of health. So I'll regain 8 health.
Cool. Alright. And so now it is Lariak is going to... So this guy is dead. Lariak's going to 1, 2, 3, 4... Annoyed that his attacks aren't seeming to do, or spells aren't seeming to do exactly what he wants, he's going to come up and make an attack with his scimitar. And just not used to actually using his weapon, just completely whiffs and glances off the guy's shield. So now it is the bandit's turn. So the crossbowman rolling to see if you can break it. What was it? It was 14? Fails. So still down, just laughing his butt off, and a little bit of a panicked laugh.
He should be terrified.
The other one, seeing his comrade fall, is driven by rage. It's going to make 2 attacks on Plin, multi-attack on Plin again.
He doesn't get advantage this time, though, right?
Yeah, it does not. So the first one is a 23 again. So that hits for 8 damage.
That's exactly what I healed.
And with his second... Yeah, so you're back down. He's just in this bloodlust, really wanting this to be over. He's going to make his second attack, which is a 14, which misses against your 17 AC. And he's not leaving the fight. He's in this. So that is where we are. And Quebec, you again.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up, and I'm gonna do Ray of Frost again, but this time it's a 10, so a 14 to hit. I'm using the last one. I'm just gonna use.
14 to hit. Yeah. So yep. The last one standing there, your Ray of Frost that does hit. Roll damage.
All right, get it.
Typing in 14 to the chat.
That's what it is.
It's what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. 8 damage, max damage. Let's do it.
What are the other effects of that?
He's slowed by 10 feet.
Yeah, so you come out with this and you just nail him. This blast of cold into his back as he's facing Plin, comes out of nowhere, chills his back, and he takes 8 points of damage. But it's still standing, but definitely looking worse for wear. So now it is Roswell.
Yeah. I'm gonna help try to finish him off. I'm going to do another Eldritch Blast towards him.
Hits.
20 to
Roll
hit.
damage.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Bad at all.
Oh, he's
Nail this
dead.
guy. Stumbles back a little bit and falls to his knees. Puts one knee up, starting to stand up. Not quite dead, but he is hurt badly. He is in a rough spot. Plan your turn.
Alright, I will go and
Advantage.
punch him.
Alright, roll it. And the Raven is actually still helping you. As that was his last thing.
Yeah.
Roll with we'll say advantage because he is kind of prone and down there.
Nope.
Still miss. Just knock down. You kind of come around right after this Eldritch Blast swing and miss.
And with the club, and
Advantage because he is
advantage as well.
prone.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're holding this back.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
knock him unconscious.
So you come up, you miss with your fist, and you just kind of look at your club and just go bonk, and he just falls back unconscious.
I'll motion or I'll let Lyriax. I'll tell him to tie him up.
Yeah, so Larry's gonna, with his turn, take this guy, or take him over to this tree to tie him up. That'll be Lyriac's turn. The one with the laughter breaks it, and I can't, whatever. Breaks it, the oval has to stay apparently, and is going to... I can't select just the oval for some reason. Oh, there we go. Is going to see his 2 comrades falling, is actually going to try to start running away. And it is Quebec's turn.
See, let me do this real quick. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, that's my range. So,
if you
1,
move-
2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. Can I even I guess I could.
There's a tree right in your way.
Yeah.
You
And if
could
I
go
do this,
over
then
me if you could step up.
Roswell's in my range. Nah, this is as far as I can go.
Well, if you
Alright.
didn't go forward that one and went up one.
If you go-
instead,
Yeah, if you go there, right? Yeah, if you would,
or here.
from there you can.
Yeah.
From there you can get an angle.
All right, then I'll do it from there, and I'll roll cries.
Do you still have spell slots?
It's cantrip.
Oh yeah, it does. Silly me.
So it would so I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, so that hits. Roll damage.
They're slowed by 10 and damage. 1. Good enough.
Almost good enough. Definitely slowed, buckles a little bit, but is still on the move. Roswell.
Go.
What can I do to incapacitate him? Not a lot.
Aim at his legs.
You know what? I'm gonna try to make him laugh again.
All right.
I'm gonna run up here and I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yep, that is a cantrip.
He succeeds. His save.
Oh yeah, well, I've got better jokes. I shout after him.
Just kind of looks over his shoulder and keeps going.
It's not a cantrip, Carlos. That was my 2 spell slots gone for.
That was both his. And Plin.
I will charge and grapple.
1, 2. That's not
Yeah, you can Eldritch Blast him, Luke.
3, 4.
Could have.
That's as far as you can get, Plin.
Then I will charge and
He's looking.
throw my
Yeah, I was
club
saying
at
he
his feet.
looks very, very low.
I want to
Roll
aim at
2.
his legs.
Yeah, roll the hit. With disadvantage, because you're aiming specifically for his legs. Yeah, definitely hits. Don't even need to roll damage. You nail him in the leg, and that's kind of like the last little bit of his energy, and he tumbles back around the tree.
He's dead.
No, you just that kind of he gets the leg staying out from him, falls, hits his head, and is unconscious.
And I'll tie him up with his
But
friend.
not very stable right now. Yeah, so there's the aftermath of this fight. You drag that guy up there. So you guys are all standing around with one very unconscious crosswoman, and the other bandit is beginning to wake up.
I want to splash water on both of their faces.
Yeah, so you splash water. The one with the crossbow. The one with the crossbow. There's no reaction.
I'm going.
But the other man comes awake.
As they're coming to, I'm going to a silent image, just a very mysterious alien-looking figure standing in front of them. Just standing, menacing, staring.
Okay.
I want to, step forward, crack my knuckles, and, and be like, so, you're going to tell us who you work for.
The man spits at you.
You're just torturing him.
No, I don't want him to die. I want him to live, but he just wants to die. Hello?
Yeah?
I'm not going to kill him.
But he wants to die.
I'm not going to give in to this guy's suicide wish.
Alright, then just tie him up and let's move somewhere else. I don't want to be next to him anymore.
We're going to
It's
drag
weird.
him around like a slave?
No, tie him up to a tree.
That would kill
and just
him.
leave him.
That would kill him.
Maybe, I don't know.
It absolutely would kill him.
He's gonna try to kill us if we let him live. So it's like, we kill him, we let him live, but get away from him, or he fights us.
It's just, it's
He
not
tries to
at
take
all.
the dagger.
It's
As you're
not
sitting there
at all
arguing,
in my character.
after he misses the punch, he tries to steal Kiovek's knife.
Does he?
And does.
I will
Oh,
grapple
God.
him.
Alright. So you grapple him.
Oh, God.
Can't quite get it. And the man with the knife cuts his own throat.
Jesus.
Aw, this didn't have to be so messy. I was gonna do a clean death.
That's what you
I
were
just
going to
take
do
my
to
knife
him.
and, I was gonna cut his throat. I was just gonna stab him, so he dies quick and peacefully. This is gross.
now-
There's so much blood everywhere.
So you have these 3 dead bodies.
Is there any
Um,
Loot him.
You find 12 gold pieces.
each.
Total.
Just total 12 gold pieces.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're
Split it
not
by
have-
4.
they had their weapons, this little bit of gold, and that was about it. And so the night is going on, and you all settle back in to get what rest you can.
What rest is that?
I'll take their weapons.
Do we
What?
get full long rest after that?
Yeah, they came. Yeah, because they came in the first, like during the first watch while you're still awake.
Cool.
I'm gonna take their weapons.
And carry them how?
Do I have like a bag? I'll just like, I'll have them.
How are we carrying all the stuff we have?
I mean, you have packs.
Oh yeah, I'll put it.
Well, like-
I'll put the bow in my pack. There you go.
All right, so you have a crossbow.
Got it.